Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome to another new Let's Play for Drak in Shadow of New Super Lucky's Tale. I, of course, am Drak. He, of course, is Shadow.
Yep.
And she, of course, is Andrea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why does she not have a call sign? She doesn't need one. Besides, we already have a bunch of other pet names for her. We don't want to add another one to it. So this is a game I've been hyping up for a while that specifically Alex needed to play, but unfortunately, he had to deal with the Windows Store. And the Windows Store was not very complimentary to you, now was it, Alex?
No, but thankfully it came out on Steam and I could play it that way.
Yes, you can play it on Steam, but now we have new Super Lucky's Tale, which adds to the existing game. And so let's go ahead and get this playthrough started, shall we?
Yep.
I promise, even though there's a bunch of cats, you're playing as a fox. I actually am surprised that Sega has never said
it started with the destruction of our home. In a mad grasp for power, the sorcerer Jinx betrayed his friends and tried to steal our most powerful artifact.
The
Book of
Thievius Raccoonus.
Ages.
Oh, sorry. Book of Ages.
The Guardian Order stood together to fight against him. But in the battle that followed, Jinx banished those that opposed him. His spell scattered the Guardians to unknown worlds, stranding them far from Sky Castle. The few of us that remained took the book and ran. We spent years evading Jinx and his family of villainous children, the dreaded kitty litter. But we couldn't outrun him forever. Stay behind me, Lucky.
Your little game of cat and fox is over, Swifttail. There's nowhere left for you to run.
We prepared to make our last stand in my home world of Foxington.
Heh Foxington.
But just when all hope seemed lost, something strange happened. The book reacted violently to Jinx's magic. Whether it did so to defend itself or to protect us, its pages scattered wildly in the storm it unleashed. The portal it opened was violent and unstable, pulling Jinx and his kitty litter to somewhere far from Foxington. But it wasn't the kitty litter the book wanted.
Lyra, I'm slipping! Hold on, Lucky! I've got you!
Before the portal closed, it took my little brother Lucky as well.
Lucky, no!
Game over.
Without the Guardian Sigil, my team can't travel between worlds. We've been stuck here ever since that day, waiting.
Please buy the DLC.
I don't know where that portal took him, but I know that Lucky is still out there, somewhere within the book. My name is Lyra Swifttail, and I'm the current head of what remains of the Guardian Order. But this isn't my story. This is Lucky's tale.
Get it? Title plug! So yeah, believe it or not, this game started off as an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
But thankfully, they opened it up to multi-platform and got,
A new tale.
I believe, some success from it. So good on Playful for being able to have some success with this. I haven't seen anything in regards to a sequel. I would love to be able to see more done with this property, but I don't know. They may not want to do it. But yeah, that's the story, Andrea, pretty much, is that we are stuck in the Book of Ages, and Lucky has to find a way out.
Whoa!
And seriously, how has Sega not sued them? I mean, I
Sued
get
for
it. He
what?
doesn't have multiple tails, but holy shit, man. He looks really close, doesn't he?
No, I don't think so. There's only so many ways to draw a cartoon fox.
But in case you guys cannot tell from the outlook of this game, it is a lovable collectathon platformer. So at that point, I'm also, because you and I, Alex, Andrea, we've platformed for a while.
Yeah.
We're going to institute a rule for this game, if you are ready.
Okay.
If you lose a life, you have to pass the controller to the next person down. So in this case, we'll go down left. But maybe in future playthroughs, we'll start at the right, and then we'll do that.
Okay.
But that way, you know, we get some variety in gameplay and everything like that. Plus, there's not a whole lot to this game to learn. It's just an interesting new way to approach a collectathon platformer.
Oh man, I must really be losing it. Go away, little figment of my imagination. I know you're not really here. Wait, you are really here? Oh my gosh, you're here! I'm so happy right now! Sorry, it's just been ages since I've had anyone to talk to. Oh man! Wait, I know that Guardian Sigil. Are you a Swifttail? Jeez, where are my manners? Welcome to Sky Castle, former home of the Guardian Order. I know I sound like Eric Catman, but that's just because that's the way it goes. My name's Greg, and I'm the male golem. At least I was before the portals to other worlds disappeared. I'd help you get home, but I'm stuck here too. Even with the sigil, the book seems to be missing pages. We can't travel without it. You know, if that big gate was open, we could ask the other golems for help. Maybe if you ring that doorbell up there, they'll let us in. Kinda hard to reach. Try tail swiping that switch over there. It might help you find the path.
I don't even know what I'm doing for the voice now. It's not even Cartman anymore. It's like a mix between Cartman and Chef. Alright. So much like Banjo-Kazooie, which I'm thoroughly convinced was one of the inspirations for this game, they have the signs that have how you do things, right?
Yeah.
So you have double jump, and now it's also trying to teach you this little dive jump. Yeah, it's very intuitive like Banjo is. And I think even Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong 64 did that too, didn't it? And also, here's Lucky, one of Lucky's little trademarks. He can burrow. Kind of fun, I'll admit. And now we can, boom, ring the doorbell. And that was the destroy the universe button. Sorry, that's the end of the game. Game over. I'll honestly, Alex, give a good review on this one. They really need it.
Cute, but needs to be longer.
There you go. Yeah. I tend to agree with this. And once again, I love the music for this game. Music means a lot in video games, guys. You have no idea. Like, a majority of the games that I love, part of it is because I love the music in them.
Imagine showing this to our kids.
Oh, spoiler, they have technically seen this before you did.
Oh, really?
And they loved it. Melody especially loved seeing the little fox wander around and hit things and burrow and all that. And Aria was in love.
Wow.
So, technically, sorry, Andrea. They saw it before you did. Because I got nostalgic one day, and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to put on a playthrough of New Super Lucky's Tale. Which is actually ultimately what gave me the idea for us to play it. Because I'm like, you know what? This is... You know, we keep on talking about how good this game is. We really should just play it.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't see you play it. They only watched it.
They watched a playthrough of it, yeah.
Yes, you got the door open. Sweet freedom and long last. It's time for this rock show to get rolling. Head on in and have a look around. I'll be right behind you.
So now we can look around at this new area. Now you might notice the icons right above if you haven't played a collectathon platformer before, guys. Those are things that you have to collect in the overworld or in the responsive levels. And by the way, I also love the checkpoint. That's kind of cute, right?
Yeah.
It starts bouncing around. Ah! Oh no! Remember, cats are the enemies in this game. Master Mittens. This is actually one of the things I love about New Super Lucky's Tale as opposed to the original, is now we have these really cool cutscenes, we have that intro. Those were not in the original game.
Yeah, this is all new.
Yeah, no, it's so when it says New Super Lucky's Tale, it's not like a sequel. It's just them being able to complete the game the way they want. Mm-hmm. So, Alex, do you think you have a ninja voice for this one?
What's this? A villain come to steal the rightful property of Jinx and the kitty litter?
Seriously, a villainous band called the Kitty Litter? Alright, fine.
Prepare yourself to face the wrath of Mittens.
Sorry, neighborhood caddy man, you are not.
Okay.
You don't get to do flip. All right. Sorry, that's flip. Never mind.
Wait, that's Sigil. Are you a guardian?
Gee, I wonder if the sound effects were inspired by Banjo-Kazooie.
Kinda. Oh, I've waited for this day. Though I happened to be someone taller. Though I hoped for someone taller. Perhaps you could be my arch nemesis. Every hero needs a rival, and perhaps you will be mine. But first you must prove yourself worthy. I'll be waiting for you in Sky Castle, tiny rival. But for now, I vanish.
Ninja, vanish!
Hey, you! Help a head out. The Great Golem was taking a nap when Sky Castle was attacked. My brothers and I barely had enough time to hide the clover pages we found before that strange cat knocked our heads off. Pick me up and take me back to my body by the bell. We need to wake that Great Golem if we're gonna stop that fiendish feline.
You know what? Hire this writer again. I love a lot of the wordplay that they pull off. Oh yes, by the way, they might have also been inspired by Donkey Kong Country, because you can spell out lucky. Boom! How are you liking the game so far, Andrea?
It's really cute.
I'm guaranteeing you're gonna want to play this with the kids.
I'm sure.
And they'll love it, because this is something that they would want to do with mommy. Instead, they want to watch, like, Daddy play WoW or Daddy play racing games. There we go. This is how good the music is, guys. As soon as I put on that playthrough for my daughters, I was humming this, like, all day after that. This overworld music in particular. Okay, so there's a C. Now here's the cool thing. These are what's down here? These are actually levels that you can go into, and that's why there is a life count, because you will want to do these levels over and over again to be able to complete them. Specifically, you might notice this little time trial buddy. Shit. Well, I've already screwed it up. Oh my gosh, did I actually do it? Holy crap. Alright, well, I'll take it. Okay. Whee!
Is there like a checklist of, like, there's a max of everything or something?
Yep. I know that there's a checklist. So you saw those empty logos at the upper right corner, Andrea? Those are the things that you'll be looking for in those levels, as well as in the overworld. But I believe what you're looking for is kind of like a journal.
Yeah.
And I do think that's actually one of the things that got added in New Super Lucky's Tale, is that now you can do this. So World Select, I believe, is the one that has it. Oh, I might not actually have it unlocked yet.
Okay.
So we'll get there. Seriously, like, somebody like Nintendo needs to hire these guys to do platformers, because they would be amazing. Oh, hi.
I jump on demo mine.
Whee!
You're not gonna get the K?
I will in a minute. I have to put this guy back with his body. Like that. Bong!
I have a cousin named Clank.
I'm sure you do. And he sounds just like this. and he tries to warn Ratchet about doing reckless things. Spoiler, it doesn't ever work. Okay, so we have a K, so we need to find the U and the Y. I'm gonna go back here, because obviously we missed the U somewhere.
Oh, you could have taken that head, couldn't you?
Actually, yeah, I think I can do that now, so... Whee! And that poor golem, he's just like sitting there going, "Why are you waking me up? I don't want to wake up. 5 more minutes, Mom! Jeez!" Oh, there's the U. Whee! Alright, so we have that now. And we have a whopping 320 coins. Gee, I wonder what we're gonna spend that on. There we go. Okay. Oh. I can't remember what we do here. Oh. That's right. Okay. We have to put this back here. And there you go. And we get access to not only this wonderful thing, but also a new level. Yeah, I loved being like it was unfortunate that I wasn't able to do like a full review of this game, because I totally would have done it back in the day. Now I love the opportunity even more, because I can take my time with it, Alex. Heaven forbid.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mittens. Coin. Okay, so we took care of the little flower monsters. In case you couldn't tell, Andrea, the Fox logo, the Lucky's face is an extra life. We can also get these mystery pages. Mystery pages. All right, now that we have that.
Can you dig down there?
Dig where specifically?
Right where that extra life is?
A dirt patch. I think we can. No, never mind. Never mind, we can. I just have to get used to the game again. That's all that has to happen. Go ahead and give me this. Whee!
Why are you guys dropping my head all over the place? You guys suck.
Bong! This is like perfect for kids. It ultimately is. Hey, why'd you wake me up? Now I have to destroy the world! Also, better question, how did Platonic not make this game? Oh wait, because they're working on Ukulele. That's probably why. So there you go. Level complete! And we got everything except the Y. So now, I believe we can just go back if we want. And this is the problem with a game like this, is that I got so close to completing the level, I want to go back, and I want to do it right. Whoa. Love it. Everything looks just so happy. Except for the golem. The golem is asleep again. Because it's lazy like that.
Come on!
Come on! Now we just need to find the Y, right? Yeah, that'll give us the lucky page. And that's where the completionist aspect of this game comes into play, Andrea. So obviously, you know, plenty for you to be able to take on. And feel like you're adequately using your time. But obviously, I will speed things up just a little bit. And we'll go and get the Y. Ow. And unfortunately, the only way to get damage back is to find a heart. But you probably already knew that, Andrea. Ow! I roasted the fox! I don't think this is where the Y is, but...
What about that one door that you were trying to... that was blocked off?
You mean this one?
No, up above there.
Oh, yes.
That you kind of bypassed.
Well, that's actually what I was kind of going up to see if maybe it'd work.
Right there.
There we go. And there it is. There's the Y. Now you spell that, and you get this final one. So now we can actually finish the level. Oh my goodness. Can we have more game designers like this and not like the ones we have currently?
Yeah. There's no need to sink $500 million into a game.
Oh, trust me. They've sunk more than that. I didn't technically talk about this in the podcast where we talked about Concord, but the grand total for that, I'm not sure if I told you that. Did I tell you?
I think I've read what the total was.
Yeah, the presumed total sunk into Concord is about 600 million at most. And what's even sadder about that is, like, they technically, so Firewalk was already 200 million in the hole when Sony approached them.
Yeah.
Sony then paid off the 200 million before they even acquired them, and then paid them off and acquired yet another 200 million in debt, trying to get Concord out. And then you had to account for things. And the best part about that is that by the time they officially acquired the studio, there was, keep in mind, Alex, this was like 200 or 300 million in the hole. There was just barely a playable build of Concord. Barely. So they weren't even an alpha.
Damn.
So yeah, 600 million, and then I'm already hearing, you know, just amazing amounts of money were spent on both Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws. There's another game that we technically didn't cover called Dustborn, which was completely government grant funded and couldn't even crack, according to Steam database, couldn't even crack over 15 active users.
Dustborn, it's called?
Dustborn.
Never heard of it.
That's because it bombed so bad that nobody played it.
I think the other one's just right near you.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, beware, Alex. Look, if you look into the Gordian knot that was Dustborn, you may not like what you see. The abyss might actually stare back at you.
Okay, just looking it up because I'm curious.
It's a game that literally started development back in 2016.
Red Thread Games received financial support from the Norwegian Film Institute from 2019 through 2024, totaling 15,600,000 Norway. No,
And that was one.
$1.5 million. So $1.5 million.
Oh no, more. They actually got multiple grants. There you go. So now we have that. Look at that! Isn't that great stimulation for you, Andrea?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, 150,000 euros. Another 300,000. What is that? Okay, I know it's Norway, but Norwegian krone.
The only grant that I haven't been able to confirm with Dustborn was apparently they received $250,000 from the U.S. I haven't been able to confirm that one, but yeah, they already had a lot of money put into that game. And what's even worse, they potentially are open to a lawsuit from Rockstar, because a lot of the assets that they actually used were basically ripped from GTA Online.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. How that hasn't happened yet, I don't know, but Master Mittens is back with us, Alex.
How did you get here so fast? No matter, I accept your challenge, tiny as you are. If you can find pages before me, then we shall battle. I look forward to your eventual defeat, but for now, ka-chow!
Ka-chow!
I vanish!
I'm pretty sure Disney could have sued Playful for that.
Well, that was, intense. This place should be crawling with golem. Think that cat scared them all off? Why don't you head after Mittens and the cover pages while I scout around and see what's up?
So, Andrea, why don't you go ahead and take over? Because I've played this game plenty, and I think so has Alex. Let's let the completionist have a shot. While we're also dealing with this, Alex, how was your week?
It kind of sucked, really.
Well, what made it suck?
Just work.
Did you almost die at work?
No, not this time at least.
I almost died a couple of weeks ago. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Yeah, I was actually delivering out in Murray. It's basically like 10, 15, 20 minutes away.
Oh, pow, pow! Welcome to the Aqueducts of Doom, tiny adversary. Cats don't take well to water, but not even the threat of a bath will stop me from my mission. If you think you can best me in these shadowy halls, you're sorely mistaken. I am the master of the unseen. Whoosh! I vanish.
I love that he adds his own sound effects. Alright, so now you get to see the other element of this game, Andrea, because not only do you have 3D overworlds, you have 2.5D side-scrollers. Old school platforming, boys and girls. I love it. So, let me tell you this really quick, Alex. So I was actually delivering to a bunch of apartment complexes out about 15-20 minutes from where I live. And you've been to an apartment complex before in your life, right?
Of course.
So what do you think the average speed limit is for the apartment complex parking lot?
Like 5 miles an hour?
5, 10, something like that. I was basically on my last 10 stops for that day. And out of nowhere, like, I'm in the middle of an apartment complex and I'm making sure that I'm going to the right building. Because, you know, these apartment complexes have multiple buildings. You want to make sure you're going to the right one, or you could, you know, not deliver the package right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just doing my job and going to one of my stops when out of nowhere, a car, I shit you not, like we said, in these parking lots, you're going 5 to 10 miles an hour, right?
At least you should be.
This car, I shit you not, was going 40. It had to have been going 40. I have no confirmation of this, aside from looking at how fast it was going. And it literally almost had a full-on head-on collision with me.
Wow.
It was that close to my bumper when she stopped. Now, you'll notice I said she,
Right.
because I was close enough to be able to see inside her windshield, and obviously, I'm trying to figure out where the thing is, and then I'm seeing, oh shit, somebody's gonna hit me, and I'm trying to stop as furiously as I can. We are close enough that we can see each other in our respective windshields. And of course, the first thing I effing see is a woman who is frantically trying to hide, what is it, mascara?
Something
I think it was
like
what, eyelash makeup.
Right.
Hide the bottle of eyelash makeup so that I don't see it. So she obviously was very distracted.
Yeah.
It took everything in me, Alex, not to just get out of the car, rip her car door open, and immediately go, what the F was wrong with you? For trying to do that. How stupid could you be?
Yeah. Seriously.
Especially considering that, you know, like, she got close enough that, yeah, my life probably flashed before my eyes, and dude, I sleep a lot. But you get the point here. I actually even had to basically take a break, like a 10-20 minute break to just, like, calm the F down from it. And then resume my last 10 stops. The only reason that the break is important was because Amazon decided to razz me about it. So yeah, I almost died.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can only imagine the amount of damage she actually would have caused if she'd actually hit me. So I was absolutely happy about that. But, I mean, you've had to deal with, old ladies trying to get their Beanie Baby mugs. So that does not count as a death. It's like Zelda. You lose a heart. So don't worry about it. I saw the look on Andrea's face. She's like, ah, crap, I lost the controller already.
Oh, gosh,
It's kind of floaty.
I know.
So just keep that in mind.
Gosh, you cannot jump. It's like so.
And there you go. No!
There you go.
All right, Alex, you're up.
Hey.
And the only warning that I will give you, Alex, is look up Dustborn at your own peril, man. It is just... Picard doesn't even have a face palm strong enough for what Dustborn was. Like, it's so bad that people have memed it, like, already. Because it just so happens that some of the mechanics in the game, Alex, you can actually have a trigger special move. This is why you shouldn't look it up, Alex. It is heavily politically motivated. That's all I'll say on the matter, but yeah, all of the mechanics basically are buzzwords that we've heard in today's age on Twitter and Reddit and all of that. There's a reason it didn't do well, people. And there's also a reason why I didn't cover it on the podcast, because frankly, we'll just laugh about it. I'll just laugh about it on my own time. Master Mittens is looking at you very longingly, almost as if he wants to jump kick you. But will he ever? No.
Oh, forgot there's spikes on those.
Yes, you have to be careful on those platforms because they'll swap too. And also, what's made something very difficult around our house is that unfortunately Andrea's company got bought by another one. So again.
Yeah.
So now we have to worry about that as well during the holidays. As if we didn't already have enough on our plates. We now have that as well.
Damn it.
now you can get the K.
Uh-huh. But there is another game that I wasn't actually able to bring up in our September podcast that I kind of wish I could, Alex, but I couldn't find a way to do it.
Okay.
So, I don't need to explain Raid Shadow Legends to you, do I?
No.
Yes.
I'm aware of it.
That's kind of what I thought. Did you know that Mortal Kombat made a Raid Shadow Legends clone?
Why am I not surprised by that?
I knew that would be your reaction. So, they're not the only one that did. Let's just be honest about that. They weren't the only one, because Street Fighter made one called Street Fighter Duel, but Street Fighter Duel has been far more successful. Mainly because it wasn't like a straight ripoff. Well, Ed Boon decided to make a straight-up ripoff of Raid Shadow Legends called Mortal Kombat Onslaught. And why did I want to cover it in September? Because it officially launched in March, and 6 months later, it was dead.
Yeah.
Ed Boon killed Mortal Kombat Onslaught, and I believe the servers will officially shut down in last month. So, why is that important? Why did I want to talk about it? Well, first of all, to laugh at Ed Boon, because Ed Boon has just continuously been making bad decisions over the last few years. One of which, for some reason, he's decided that Mortal Kombat should become a very predatory mobile game.
That little kitten is recruiting golems into his army, but his mind control hoodoo did not work on me. He threw me in that cage, but little did he know that I had this!
Don't show me your dick. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about how predatory Mortal Kombat 1 is right now. It's not pretty. In fact, it basically has redefined whether or not Mortal Kombat 1 should have been $70 or $80 when it came out, because he's actually basically tried to institute a lot of predatory mobile game microtransactions into Mortal Kombat 1. And thus, because he has done this, Alex, Mortal Kombat 1 is now the least or the lowest rated modern day Mortal Kombat game.
Lucky? Wait, you're Lucky Swifttail? I've never heard of you. I've heard all about you. I mean it. I know your parents before everything went to heck. I'm Portal Master Pete! I'm what they used to call a gatekeeper. I managed all the portals in the main castle before it disappeared.
The impression, or the voice just keeps evolving, and I'm okay with this. But why did I specifically want to talk about this? Because the funniest thing is, Alex, do you want to know what? Okay, I have a confession. I have played Raid Shadow Legends.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice to see a new face around here. Welcome to Quartermaster
Giovanni. You get it?
Yeah.
Supply Station. Visit me whenever you want to upgrade your style.
This is actually a new feature in this where you can customize Lucky's look. And you use the coins to be able to do it. So, please don't put him in the Lederhosen.
Okay.
I've seen this before, and I'm just like, you know what? No, I'd rather have the towel cape. The Lederhosen just seems like a step too far for poor Lucky. Looks like it's riding up his ass fierce. A golem? Wait, me? Of course, yes, I am indeed just a golem. Just a golem, nothing to see here. On your way, little fox, on your way. Yes. Yes, I have a confession. I have played Raid Shadow Legends. It's okay. Here's why I'm not necessarily a big fan of it, Alex. Because, frankly, it's not it's a great idea, but I know none of the characters. I know none of the lore.
Lucky, this is bad. Capital letters bad. I have to speak in caps lock. Mittens has completely hypnotized the Sky Castle golems for his personal ninja army. Oh no. Man, talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're camped out in the old portal courtyard, which is where we need to go if you want to leave this world. With enough clover pages, you should be able to use their power to break the lock. Please, you've got to help my friends!
Of course we will. For a price. But one of my complaints with Raid Shadow Legends has been, if you had done this formula with an existing IP, it would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if Raid Shadow Legends was like... I'm pretty sure everybody could hear that on the mic. Gee, my daughter fights bedtime. Never would have guessed, right?
Yep.
You know, I ain't had nothing to do but make all these puzzles since the Guardians ever got lost. It's just a hobby of mine. You think you can solve this one? Because I like to see you try.
And that's the thing, is Mortal Kombat Onslaught is exactly what I wanted. Except, I can't even believe I'm saying this, it is more, from what people have told me, because I didn't play Onslaught, I played the Street Fighter version, which was Street Fighter Duel.
Right.
And what people have told me about Onslaught is basically that it is more predatory than Raid Shadow Legends.
That takes some doing.
So, obviously, it didn't work out, especially considering that you have to actually have the lucky ones on them.
Oh, okay.
So, for those who are trying to figure out, well, why didn't this work out, it's because, frankly, Ed Boon is just doing predatory microtransactions. That's why it didn't work out, boys and girls. And it's sad, but it's true. Because there's no reason that Mortal Kombat Onslaught should have failed. Actually, if you'd flipped it, there you go. You're good.
Okay.
So, hit it, and then you got it. Yeah, if Ed Boon had actually done this and done it right, it probably would have been more popular than Raid Shadow Legends. Honestly, it would have been. Now, Raid has already, lived for a lot longer, so they could have figured out a way to survive. But for all the people that want to tell me that, no, it was never going to work, well, Street Fighter Duel is basically a Raid Shadow Legends clone, but in a unique kind of style to suit more the Street Fighter feel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's successful. So you tell me. I'm pretty sure at this point we can say, well, it might have just been Ed. And unfortunately, the studio that made it also got shut down as soon as they shut down the servers.
Yep. Welcome to the gaming industry.
Right now, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because there's no reason this game should have failed. Because it was an existing IP, and considering what Ed Boon is doing currently with the IP, having multiple versions of Scorpion and Sub-Zero and all, it should have worked for this. But unfortunately, because, in my opinion, because of the bad reputation of Mortal Kombat 1, plus the fact that it, the way that Onslaught was built is that it's even more predatory than Raid Shadow Legends, nobody trusts Ed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And gee, I wonder whose fault that is. Oh, it's Ed's. Bonk.
Oh ho! You've truly proven yourself worthy of my wrath. Do 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 do.
Do do do.
Destiny may have made us rivals, but sweet hand of fate has decided we must fight. Prepare yourself, Lucky Swift-Tail. You now face a full might of the Meow Meow Kapow, a Mew Shoe Master, and his Stone Clan Guchon.
Gone.
Sorry.
Yep. Seriously, for every weirdo pun, or every dad joke pun, I'm just gonna do the unapologetically, by the way. No, I will not apologize. I love the puns in this game.
Damn fireballs.
Just have to play it right. Riveting combat. Now, I do also want to point something out. It's not all doom and gloom in the gaming industry right now, okay? There are actually some good decisions being made. You know, like I said in the September podcast, you know, the state of play, yes, a lot of it was bad. But there was actually some good decisions made in there, too. I'd also like to point out Nintendo also made a recently very good decision by officially giving Xenoblade fans what they have wanted for quite a while now, which was a definitive edition of the Wii U exclusive game Xenoblade Chronicles X. So, obviously, you know, Nintendo's doing something right, so I'll give them that credit. Square Enix has done some things right, although they're still kind of making bad decisions, I have to admit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. If it's a hard surface, then you have to be careful. Yep, that's what I thought. Bonk! But of course, I'm from the school of Mario, so I have to use the Mario way of doing things. Ow! What the hell?
Yeah. Something hit you, I guess.
I guess he punched my butt while I was whacking his head off. He got me in my butt! My one weakness!
My butt. How do you die?
The R trigger. So R2, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not R1 and R2 anymore. They're right button and right trigger. So sorry if I confused you. And I've also mentioned this in passing here and there, but the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection that's coming out from Konami is actually a good idea. Which basically, if you don't remember me talking about this, Alex, this is like a lot of the earlier Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games for Yu-Gi-Oh! All being put into a Nintendo Switch only collection. So like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans love the stories that were trying to be told in those games.
Right.
And so they're obviously very excited over this. I am too, technically, because it actually is the collection does contain my favorite GBA game, which was the Worldwide Edition. In fact, I think that was your first Yu-Gi-Oh! Game to play, wasn't it, Andrea?
What?
Because I played it so addictively. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition.
Never played it.
Yes, you did. You played it on my file.
Then I don't remember it. I don't even know how you play it.
It's just like Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, it's just a digital version of the card game, so...
I never have.
Yep, you did. I remember for a specific reason, but I think if I say why, then you'll kill me. So...
Well, I want to know this. I never would have known Andrea would have ever played Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, she technically played my game.
Okay, but
so
still.
at that point, it wasn't like she owned it.
I know, but still.
But it's why I have such a fondness for this game. That, and I put countless hours into it. I literally would just before bed, I'd play it on my my SP before I went to bed. There were two games I put a lot of hours into on my GBA. One of which was Metroid Zero Mission. The other was Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition.
Zan, your power level's impressive, but this is only a temporary defeat.
What's your power level?
And stop asking that! No one cares anymore!
Sorry, Editor Drak, can you throw in the Dragon Ball Z abridged from the Broly movie where he's like, and stop talking about power levels! No one cares anymore!
The briefest of respites, the shortest of retreats. do do. For now, Mittens, master of the Mushu martial arts, will continue training. Make no mistake, tiny rival of our epic battles have just begun. We are fated to be foes for life. Someday I shall vanquish you, but until then, whoosh, I vanish.
Every time he says I vanish, immediately in my head I go to the Ninja Turtles movie. Ninja vanish!
Whoa, you did it, buddy. You really did it, buddy. Sky Castle and the golems are all safe. And with that page you got there, we can complete a whole chapter. That means we can open a portal to another world again. Oh man, Peter is gonna lose his head over this. Man, you make an amazing guardian, you know? You know, guy? The golems and I owe you big time. If you ever need help, we'll have your back. We're friends, right, buddy guy?
Now I'm just doing the Canadians from South Park, where they have to end every sentence on buddy or guy.
Now you listen here, buddy.
Black belts.
I think one of the additions in this game as well is you could play as Lyra. Because I don't
nice.
think that was in the original game.
No, it wasn't. So.
You just it's because they were able to add in all these skins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you could just basically put in a Lyra skin and you'd be fine.
That was a close one.
And I swear that is Tails' voice actress, but it's not. It just sounds really close. Yeah, that kind of fell apart for you, lady. Tess. Andrea, you need to voice Tess.
Okay.
Greetings, unknown variable. I'm Tess the Tinker, feline genius and inventor extraordinaire.
Show eyes, herbal chew.
My calculations tell me there are clover pages buried in the subterranean structures of the sad little town.
Yowgrats, Herbtaru, Yowam.
Rather than fishing blindly, my machines are.
Sorry, Editor Drak, but fishing is in fishing scam. So go ahead.
Excavating dirt-based nutrient locations for maximum efficiency. Waste not.
Waste
Or
not, want not.
I can't even see with this bar in the way. This bar is.
Affirm it.
I would caution you not to interrupt their algorithms. It'd be a shame to have to optimize you for interfering, but I will. Now back to work. Good talk.
I love the kitty litter.
Hey, you wormled that ball.
Is that a guardian sigil, buddy? Well, fertilize my field. Our worries are over, guy.
Ha, dirt kitty. Slinky,
It's
grubble
the
dirt.
same kind of voice.
Listen, partner, guy. That cat Tess showed up and set her contraptions loose on our fields, buddy.
Wormkin rot.
She's causing problems for our upcoming harvest festival, and folks expect me to take care of it, guy.
Wurple nist.
I don't know what to do. Worst I've had to deal with up until now has been a midnight cow tipper, buddy guy.
Whoppin' jibs.
Can you put a
Whoppin'
wrench in that
herb
little
wormish.
kitten's plans, buddy guy?
Nay, schnickle worm.
Worms around these
Weebish,
parts
you
been
whip.
more worried than a horse riding a dog on a unicycle. Plus there's that one that wandered off with a spacesuit or something like that. I don't even know what happened there. It was a crazy one, named Jim. It was weird.
For those who got the joke that I just barely made, you get a cookie. Because Alex didn't.
I don't.
I referenced Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
Because he's supposed to be an earthworm.
Right.
So I said a random worm that wandered away with a spacesuit. Speaking of another game that we probably better do at some point, but... Yeah, so I'm trying to point out to people, the gaming industry still is having some good ideas put into it. Unfortunately, the good ideas are being overshadowed right now by a lot of the bad ones. I would actually say, if you want to be able to see the best of what the gaming industry right now has to offer, go look at indie. Most of the indie games this year, and the trailers I've shown to Alex, you'd say were pretty freaking good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, like, if you want to be able to invest in a game, go try those out. Yeah, you can go under that, I think.
Oh, yeah. Keep good, Michael.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You forget about the mechanic because, we're used to default platformers, and that's the kick for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love the fact that it's in 2.5D for some of these levels, because that's still a cool thing to be able to go back to. And I always have fights with people on Twitter and Reddit and whatnot. Just like, no, games have to look as real as possible. Do they really? Or can they look cartoonish like they used to back in the good old days when video games used to sell? I'd argue that they can look like both.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the indie games that I showed off to you was the fact that Yooka-Laylee is getting remastered, which obviously you were excited about,
yeah.
Right? And I think even the sequel is going to get a little bit of a touch up as well. So, like, if you'd ever played that one, which was 2.5D, you can try that one out too. We tried it and we loved it, right, Andrea?
Mm-hmm.
And that was your first Yooka-Laylee game, might I add.
Which one?
Oh crap, what was it called? Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, I think? It was the one that was like a top-down kind of game.
Well, I've seen the other one.
Yeah, but we haven't played it. Like, all the way through or anything like that, so like, we've seen the ending. But the sequel also happened, and that one was actually a really cool idea. That was a mixture of like a top-down game mixed with 2.5D levels. Oh, I'm sorry, where's the problem there? Yeah, go look up indie games, guys. Go show support to the actual passionate ones in the gaming industry right now. Because I've made this comment to Alex and Brinton and even to Rising Sun. AAA just doesn't deserve that moniker anymore. But there is something that I also want to bring up to you, Alex, because this may or may not happen. We don't know yet. But Disney's not been doing very well this year. Safe to say, Alex?
Yeah.
Well, there is now talk starting this month, especially given certain other things that happened this month, that Bob Iger's days are numbered as CEO.
Right.
At Disney. Except, of course, the question that comes from that is, okay, who replaces him? And one of the names that has been brought up is just staggering to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because supposedly one of the frontrunners to replace Bob Iger is Andrew Wilson. Do you know who Andrew Wilson is?
I don't think so, no.
You do, actually. He is the current sitting CEO of Electronic Arts.
Oh, no.
That's a good pick, right, Alex?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no. You can hear the cheering in our voices right now. Oh, yeah, it's Bueller. It's such a good pick. Yeah, he's done so good. In fact, his most recent game that came out is selling like gangbusters. What was that game again? Oh, Dragon Age the Veilguard. Which, for the record, no, not selling like gangbusters. In fact, it might not even have more than just a little over 1 million copies sold. For an EA game, boys and girls, that's bad. Especially an EA BioWare game.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're going to put him in charge of Disney because he'll totally right that ship. Just like he was going to right the ship of Dice Studios. Oh, wait. No, he didn't. In fact, he made sure that EA would never get the Star Wars license ever again. I don't even know why he's the front runner. I honestly don't, Alex. Why is Andrew Wilson a front runner?
I have no idea.
But yeah, he's supposedly going to be one of the front runners of being the replacement CEO for Bob Iger, of all people. Fistful of dollars.
Nice.
Oh, we need to get serious about security around here, buddy.
I'm sure we do, Jolene. I'm sure we do. But yeah, just to give people a few examples of games that have done well, after Greg.
Hey, lucky guy. Surprised me and some of the golems have decided to come with you. I hope that's okay. It's no fun being alone, you know. This is Veggie Village, home of the hard-working Wormos. They're great at digging and farming, guy. You have no idea, but Tess's machines are more than they can handle, buddy guy. I know we need to get you home, but maybe we could help out around here along the way, buddy.
Because that's what Lucky does. He's a good boy, right?
Yeah.
So here's a couple of good examples of indie games that have done well this year. Do I need to point out Stellar Blade? Do I need to point out Black Myth Wukong as a few of them? How about Vampire Survivors, which just recently... This is actually a cool thing that I haven't been able to talk about. Oh, God.
What?
Dude, he looks like... Do you remember Reno 911?
Yeah.
He looks like that one cop who would wear the shorty shorts.
Bruh.
Just... And no, now you're buying it! Okay, I already told you no on the Lederhosen. Go ahead.
Now we're Sheriff Lucky.
Sheriff Lucky. I don't remember how you customize. I think you have to talk to him? Like, you have to have that shopping screen, and then you can put it on. Yes. So go over to the shades. And then confirm. Okay. Yep, there you go. Oh, it just gave you the sunglasses, so you have to confirm the part of
the other
outfit.
class.
Go back to the sunglasses and see if that did it. So sunglasses and then go go down.
Right. Ah, okay. I see, yeah.
I don't even know how... I've never messed around with these particular features in this game. I have only played the original. So,
okay.
Down.
Yeah, I see now, yep.
There you go. New fit. There you go. But another game that actually did well that we might have to take on at some point, Alex, is the recent remaster of Clock Tower. I don't know. Do you remember that was being made?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, Clock Tower Remastered is out, and it actually did really, really well. Another game that has done well by an indie studio, and we actually doubted it would, was the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
Yes, there are complaints with it. There are criticisms, but overall, it did well. So much so that right before the Silent Hill 2 remake came out, Bloober announced they were working on yet another horror game, and that one has a lot of people very keenly interested in it. I'm not remembering the name of it off the top of my head, but it's much more of a gothic horror kind of a thing, as opposed to Silent Hill 2 remake. So that actually might have worked out in their favor, that they made the Silent Hill 2 remake, and now they can go work on other horror games. So you have all that stuff. I already mentioned Black Myth Wukong and Stellar Blade have been selling like gangbusters, even now. Especially now that, as we covered in the September podcast, the recently announced not only PC version of Stellar Blade, but also the Nier Automata collaboration with Stellar Blade. which is also going to introduce the photo mode. So, yeah, it's in that patch that they get the photo mode and they get to dress up like 2B. So, yay, good for you guys.
Hey there, partner. I've got terrible news. Try to remain calm, okay?
Romaine calm.
Remain calm.
But
We're all set to kick off the festival.
But our lead act is missing, guy. I'm sure the soggy boggy boys are around here somewhere, buddy. Think you can help me round up the band, partner?
The soggy boggy boys.
Stubby said something about getting a nip of tomato juice before the show, buddy. We'll be in a real jam if Farmer Barry caught him dipping into those reserves again, guy.
Oh my gosh, this game has such a charm! I cannot do enough to speak its praises, Alex! Andrea, give us a little girl for that one.
Hey, mister, be careful. This is Farmer Barry's land, and he doesn't take kindly to trespassers. Stubby's already in a barrel of trouble with the old worm for trying to sneak a sip of his special mater juice reserves.
I get they're saying tomato, but they keep on saying mater, and that immediately makes me go to Cars.
That said, out of sight, out of mind. If you're determined to get a bit of mater juice, you best keep to burrowing, you hear?
Oh, and I actually completely forgot about this. There's also an amazing... I actually wanted to talk about this. Vampire Survivors. Have you heard of this game at all, Alex?
No.
Vampire Survivors is a game made by hardcore Castlevania fans. It's basically just like a over-the-top bullet hell or horde mode kind of game.
Right.
But they actually, because they're such big Castlevania fans, they made all of their characters and weapons resemble things of Castlevania.
Ah, damn. All right.
Well, because they did such a good job, they caught the eye of Konami. And Konami, after giving them a couple of DLC packs, including Contra, yes, you can have Contra characters in Vampire Survivors, they finally were able to give them the rights to the Castlevania IP.
Nice.
So the hardcore Castlevania fans could put the characters that they love in their game. The game that had spoof versions of said characters. You can now have the spoof version of Simon Belmont, as well as the actual Simon Belmont. In the recent Ode to Castlevania DLC that they were able to get. So that's another thing that people can look into. The other thing that we were also excited about is a game by the name of Grim Guardians, which came out a few years ago. They announced a sequel this year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game that was originally called... actually, no, its original name was Grim Guardians. Now it is simply called Gal Guardians.
Right.
This is the Metroidvania I showed you where one of the girls wields a gun and the other one wields a sword. Mm-hmm. So that one was successful enough to earn a Gal Guardians 2.
Nice.
So, yeah, trust me, guys. The indie gaming scene is great right now. And there's plenty for people to look into. You don't have to worry just about going to AAA. There's plenty of other things there. And also, the fan game scene is erupting because I just barely saw a fan game that I actually want to try. It's an adaptation of Resident Evil Village, but made the first section of Village into a Castlevania game. So you could play as Ethan Winters, but with Belmont-like controls. And the end villain of that fan game is Lady Dimitrescu, because it doesn't go any further than that. So yeah, plenty of things for people to try. Oh, geez, he needs like a hippie voice, doesn't he?
Woo, guy. I relish what you done for me, friend, buddy guy. I tell you what, though, that sip of tomato juice was worth it, buddy. There's totally not weed in it. Let's head on back and get this harvest jam started, guy.
A swigging jug of going through the roof. Come on.
This is what Rare wanted to do with the Banjo-Kazooie characters.
Ruben Schubert Chauvin. Where is Oggy Boggy Boy? Hope you like a bottom.
Oh my gosh, this is so dumb, and I love it! Oh, and I think I even mentioned this, the fact that there is a Death Note version of Among Us coming out now. Which, by the way, a lot of the people who played Among Us during 2020, they got beta codes for it. So you can now see that game right now. Did I not tell you about that, Alex?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Among Us, but based in the universe of Death Note.
Whoa, buddy guy. This here's a private rehearsal. Wait, what? The show's about to start? Ah, shucks. I can't go without my backup dancers. They really light up the stage, guy. Help me round them up and we'll get them glowing. Or we'll get glowing.
I don't think we can round up these worms. I think we have to smack them. Yeah, I think he's talking. Oh, he's probably talking about the fireflies. I don't know. It's been a while. But those they look like they're conveniently placed for a platformer. So I'll just say that. Boing. So I'm trying to remember, when you actually were able to play it on Steam, was it new Super Lucky's Tale or was it the original?
The original, because none of this is none of the stuff I've seen tonight's been in it. So
yeah, like the costumes and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think the costumes might have been in it. I can't remember.
They might have been patched in. I don't remember, but they were definitely not in the original when I downloaded it. And I've unfortunately, the original is just sitting on my Xbox One because. Yeah, there you go. So we need 7 of them. But as soon as I saw a new Super Lucky's Tale, I'm like, we have to play that one. I want to see all of the stuff that they added. Because I could not be more proud of Playful for being able to get this off the ground. Boing. In fact, that actually might be a discussion that we eventually have for like a round table at some point, is whether or not in order for AAA to save itself, whether or not they should just rely more on the indie studios to make the games they need. Because one of the things I've actually seen buzzing around for a while is do you know the name of the company Inti Creates?
Yes.
So there's actually been a movement online to basically strongly urge Capcom to hand over the Mega Man IP to Inti Creates and just let them go nuts with that IP. Because people would really love to have new Mega Man games, and obviously the last people who worked on Mega Man games were Inti Creates.
Right.
And so at that point, they'd be ideal to bring into it and handle the IP from here on in, and could easily bring in some easy money for Capcom. And I tend to agree with that statement. I think it's actually a good idea, because then at that point, yes, Inti Creates will probably want additional compensation for it, but it's well-deserved. They actually have helped out with a lot of the legacy collections that have come out for Mega Man, as well as Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero, and even recently the Battle Network. Because, guess what? A lot of those Inti Creates developers worked on those games. So I've seen a lot of people saying that they need to do that. I've also seen that Inti Creates should be in charge of like a retro Castlevania revival kind of thing from Konami. I don't know how well that's going to work out. But, and that'd be cool too, because again, Inti Creates has a lot of people who have worked on things like Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So, yeah, it would be amazing. And it might just be the way that AAA companies save themselves from going under. Yep. Oh, that was close. There we go. We got 4 out of 7. Yep. There we go. Also, I'm just going to throw this out here. Nintendo, you need to pay Playful to work on something. Just saying. Because wouldn't it be cool to have them handle like a Yoshi story game?
Yeah, or a
like
Kirby game.
Or a Kirby game. Or...
Isn't the... What is it? The remaster of Mickey...
Epic Mickey Rebrushed?
Yeah. Out? Or is it not yet?
Yes, it should be out by now. From THQ Nordic, of all people. And I believe I actually wrote read a review on it, and it was a significant improvement to the original Epic Mickey, so it might be something we have to look into at some point.
Oh, yeah.
And more importantly, Alex and me will be relieved by this. We don't have to play with waggle controls!
Yay.
Now we just have to find a way to be able to play Epic Mickey too. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work out just yet. Oh, and if you can't abandon AAA, then do me a favor. Stick with Nintendo. Nintendo really hasn't done anything to upset people. They've done little things here and there, especially Nintendo of America, but... I mean, for crying out loud, like, we just barely had Mario and Luigi Brothership come out, and people... I mean, the critics didn't like it for some weird reason, but from what I can tell, a lot of gamers that have been missing a Mario and Luigi game for a while love Brothership. So, yeah.
Oh. I don't know where this last Firefly is.
I'm trying to remember. Did we have to take out an enemy to get one?
I don't know.
I don't think we
wouldn't
had
think so.
to, but...
It's gotta be nearby somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking of where. And the Firefly next to the dude doesn't count.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so we went this way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Is it on top of a house? I thought I saw there was a way you can get up.
I don't see any way up here, though.
Not that one, but
Or that one, really.
No.
There's no other...
there were barrels.
The diamonds are usually an area that we've already kind of covered. Or the purple gems, sorry.
Yeah.
What about that roof? It's not the top, but it's like to the left.
The wood thing there?
Let me show you. So, this roof right here. I mean, there's stuff here, but it definitely wasn't this. Ooh, 300 coins. Yay! And this is where he is. Let's see if we can get a broader perspective of the map. Okay. For a second there, I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Did we go with this guy? Because this guy goes in an odd direction. Something tells me we have to go to the top of that carrot.
Yeah, maybe.
And never mind. Ah! No! Well, actually, we've only got like 5 minutes left before we've gotta call it.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have to come back to this later.
Yeah, I think so.
That's all right because we're not gonna have any problem doing that. Obviously.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun here. Andrea, are you having fun with new Super Lucky Stale?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yep. Are you glad that we finally took it on?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll go ahead and do it for us. So when we come back, we will resume our adventures in new Super Lucky Tale. Until then, take care, my friends.